Good morning everyone. Today we will start new chapter in social science, chapter number 3, ancient towns and scriptures. This is subject related to history. So in this subject, first of all, we will discuss about our India. In India, many times we heard about our Indian culture, our civilization, which is the oldest civilization in the world. So first of all, everybody, we try to understand. Many times we often hear these two words, culture and civilization. So through this chapter, first of all, we try to understand what is meant by culture and what is meant by civilization. So culture is a matter which relate to the human life. While when we are talking about civilization, Indian civilization, which is the oldest civilization in the world, so civilization is developed by human being which he creates with his own caliber, his skill and creative skills. If we talk about, first of all, we discuss about our Indian culture. India is the birthplace of many religions like Hinduism, Jainism, Buddhism and Sikhism. So in India, we celebrate all the festivals, we speak different languages as well as we live with a brotherhood and unity. This is our culture when we respect our teachers, our parents, our grandparents. When anybody is coming to our house, we offer them water. This is our Indian culture. We live together with a prosperity and unity. So here, if we talk about the different culture of the world, here in our textbook they give us many examples like Egypt, Mesopotamia, India, China, Rome, which exhibit such great civilization of human being and human societies. Centuries old civilization still inspire human life. Out of this civilization, we shall study about our Indian civilization, which is Harappan civilization. The another name of Harappan civilization is Indus Valley civilization. Many cities which developed on the bank of river Indus. So now we know Harappan civilization also as the name of Indus Valley civilization. Remains of this civilization were first discovered from the Harappa in 1921. Many of the places, the civilization in the northwest part of the India includes, here I will give you the many cities which we found during excavation. So Harappa, Mohenjo-daro, Lothal, Dholavira, Kalibangal and Rakhigadi. Here I will show you the map, which show you the map of places of Harappan civilization. In our textbook also they give us this map of Harappan civilization. So through this map let's get introduced of town planning of some of the major cities and their features. So our first point is a town planning of Harappan civilization. Here if we talk about the town planning, so organized town planning was the most important features of Harappan civilization. Which kind of houses they built in ancient time? All the towns were planned in a similar way. If we talk about their town planning, so they divide this town into two parts. In all the place, fort was the westward side. They built some palaces and fort in the west side and colonies of common people on the east side. So they divide city into two parts, west part and east part. Highway separate both of them. The fort on the west was surrounded by the fortress, means here they built a huge walls to protect this fort. Most probably rulers, means king and queen, would have lived in the fort. Bricks were often used in their town structure. That's why we call that they are making the different houses with the bricks. Let's study about the various features of Harappan civilization or Indus Valley civilization. So one by one we will discuss about the features of Harappan civilization. Harappan civilization was their organized houses, they arranged in a similar way. Houses were constructed on high platform. Why? Why they constructed their house in the high platform? To protect them from the flood and dampness. One of the features of houses of Harappan civilization was the main gate open in the land rather towards the main road. Yeah, this is the main benefit of their houses. Here, single and double story houses were seen. Yeah, like this. Nowadays also, you saw multi-story buildings were there. But if we compare with our life with ancient people, they also developed different houses. They built single story houses as well as double story houses, means first floor and second floor. So here roads were very comfortable. There were two highways in the city area, one of which connect north with south and other which connect with the east and west. Yeah, here you saw right angle roads are there. This is the best planning which you observe in the ancient time. Means you think that how people are intelligent, how they develop this kind of smart cities. Here streets were parallel to the main road. Roads are intersect to each other in a right angle. At a right angle, road and streets were organized in a such manner that the whole town could be divided into square or a rectangular section. Evidence of night light. Yeah, in ancient time they also using the different candles or lamp. Evidences of night light system has also been obtained on public road. There was a highly developed and systematic disposal of water. Yeah, at that time the main feature of Harappan civilization is a drainage system. They are starting using drainage system. So the water from each house flows into small sewage, and from the small sewage to the large sewage, and at last water from the large sewage flows out of the city or town. Here in Mohenjo-daro we find public bath. In our textbook also they give us 3.5 figure, the public bath Mohenjo-daro. They shown us picture. A public bath has been found in Mohenjo-daro city. Now it is in Pakistan. In the center of this public bath is a pond for bathing. There are steps arranged on both the side and get into the pond. Here they harvest water and this water is used for bathing purpose. There was a changing room around the pond. This public bath would have been used on festival or occasions or religious occasions. In addition to this, here we find pillar house which is used as a assembly hall have been also found in Mohenjo-daro. Yeah. So if we talk about Mohenjo-daro city, which is in Pakistan, present in Pakistan, so here we find assembly hall as well as public bath. Nowadays also we are using different pond to store or harvesting rainwater. So Harappa is the archaeological site if we talk about Harappa city, which is in Pakistan. So located in Montgomery district of Punjab. Currently it is also in Pakistan. Harappa must have been the main town of Indus Valley civilization. The main feature of Harappa is its granary. What is mean by granary? Granary is a kind of storehouse where they store the different kinds of grain, food grain. About 12 grain stores have been found on the bank of river Ravi. So in this way we get the detailed information about the ancient cities. Another town of Harappan civilization is Lothal. Lothal is situated on the bank of Bhogaro river in Dholka Taluka in Ahmedabad district. Here, if we talk about Lothal, Lothal was a commercial port and an industrial town in ancient times. Yeah. Here, a structure made of bricks has been found in Lothal. It is considered that it must have been a dockyard. Here, many foreigners, they came here for the purpose of trade. It can be assumed that the ships arrived here were used for loading and uploading of goods. In addition, warehouses and bead factory have been found here. Means many peoples, they are engaged in the different making ornaments. They are making ornaments with the help of beads. So it can be said that Lothal was a prosperous port of ancient India and international trade hub of Harappan civilization. It must be said that through the port of Lothal, many people, they are coming to India. Now, here we discuss about the another ancient town of India, which is Dholavira. Dholavira is an archaeological site located in Khadirbet area in Bhachau Taluka in Kutch district. Generally, the Harappan towns are divided into two parts. But if we talk about Dholavira, the special feature of Dholavira is this city or this town is divided into three parts. First part is a citadel, means fort, where king and queen, they live with their family members. Second part is a upper town and third part is a lower town, where common people, they live there. The main speciality of Dholavira is town, where people, their rainwater harvesting system and stadium is found here. Now, if we talk about Rajasthan, so Kalibangal town of Rajasthan was the headquarter of agricultural revolution in Harappan civilization. Which kind of revolution? Yeah, they developed different kinds of tool. The remains of farms here provide proof of this. The copper residues found here that proves that copper tools must have been manufactured here and these tools might have been used in agricultural field. So slowly and gradually after wood and stone they are using copper tools for farming. Thus the town planning of the Indus Valley civilization was well organized, well engineered, well planned and efficient. It is wonderful reflection of the government power of ruling elite, the intelligence of engineers and the craft person. Our another point is the economical life in Harappan civilization. Yeah, if we talk about people of Indus Valley civilization were engaged in various economic activities like they are doing agriculture, they are doing livestock rearing, means cattle rearing, as well as trade, they are doing different type of business. Silk industries, they develop silk material as well as cotton material. So they use plow to plow the land. Here, if we talk about the different kinds of crops in agricultural field, so they produced crops like wheat, barley, peas, sesame, mustard, etc. They reared animals like cow, buffalo, goat and bullocks. They were engaged in internal as well as international trade. Historical beliefs that cotton clothes produced here and used to reach Mesopotamia and Egypt via Mesopotamia. In addition to this, people, they are doing different kinds of business like pottery making, metal works, bead making and sculptures. They are making different kinds of sculptures of human and animals. Here, now we discuss about the social life of the Harappan civilization. As you know that the main occupation of the Harappan civilization is agriculture and cattle rearing. So now they are doing the different activities as well, like pottery making. They are doing the different metal works, as well as silk industries are also there. So here now they started. They are using milk and milk products. A finishing hook has been found in the remains of the Harappan civilization. So their food must have included fish also. So now they are started fishing and they eat fish also in their food. So we get information regarding attires of the people of that time on the base of sculpture found in the Indus Valley civilization. In our textbook they give us a stone statue found in the Mohenjo-daro which wear garment. Garment means fabric or cloth. So here man and woman, here they wore clothes. They wore cloth similar to dhoti, and their waist and their upper part they wrap a short cloth. So here you saw they are using cloth in ancient time which came down from the shoulder. So generally they are using cotton fabrics as well as silk material. They were also familiar with woolen clothes. As the needle which made of metal and ivory have been also found from here, we assume that they wore stitched clothes, although most of the people wore unstitched clothes also. So here people of Indus Valley civilization, they made utensils of earthen pot, copper, bronze. So they are using different kinds of metal for making different utensils. This includes utensils like mug, bowl, earthen mug, as well as metallic pots. Nowadays we are also using different kinds of pots, different metal pots, then saucer, casserole, etc. So people of Indus Valley civilization, here we get the evidences of making toys for children. So they are also making the different kinds of toys which is made up of different clay, as well as they are using metal also. So here our second point is a religious life and funeral. In Indus Valley civilization, here we discuss about their religious life. We get information regarding religious life of Harappan civilization from the idols and postures. Among the idols excavated, the idol of Matraka Devi has been found. Historians, they consider it a symbol of the Mother Earth. Here, it means the people of Harappan civilization must have been the worshipping the Mother Earth specially. So as it gives a grain or a food and water. This is the belief of ancient people. They offer them food as well as water. Besides this, they might have been worshipping trees, animals, Nagdevta, swastik, this kind of symbols. Remains of worshipping fire. They believe on fire also, have been burning dead people. So here we find the evidences of burial site also. The evidences of Agni Sanskar have been found in many places. Now, this is the ritual of Hindu Sanskruti. Here, after the death, we are doing the Agni Sanskar of dead body. They buried dead person and also kept some of the things with the dead body. So, it tells about the imagination that there is a life after death. They believe the life after the death, and that's why they offer food to the dead body. Here, now we discuss about the script and languages. Which kind of language they are using at that time. In previous session, we will discuss about the different languages, like they are using Prakrit language, Vedic Sanskrit and all this thing. So coin, seals, copper plates have been found and remains from the Harappan civilization. So over which some of the text is transcribed, which is written in some mysterious languages. Although this written are short word, sometimes they are using mantras, and joint word are found here. So lots of attempts have been made to decipher the script, but it has not been successfully readable now yet. Fine. So different kinds of symbols, different kinds of small words we found from the Harappan civilization. Now, places of Harappan civilization in Gujarat. If we talk about our state, Gujarat state, small and big colonies of Harappan civilization have been found in Gujarat, like Rangpur and Lothal in Ahmedabad district. Then Rojdi in Rajkot district, Deshalpur in Kutch district, Dholavera, Surkotada in Jamnagar district, then Amra, Bhagatalau on the bank of Keem river in Bhachau district. So these are the some example. Bharuch district, sorry. So these are some example of some places or ancient town which we find in Gujarat, especially if we talk about Lothal, which is the ancient port. Okay. End of the Harappan civilization. If we talk about the end of the Harappan civilization, the historical believes that the Harappan civilization may have ended because of the earthquake or flood. So epidemic of external invasion. So this kind of disaster may occur at that time. However, for today historians, the end of it has been the subject of history. So they believe that through the different disaster like flood or earthquake, the end of the Harappan civilization is there. Now we will discuss about our ancient text. As you know that we have 4 Vedas: Rig Veda, Sham Veda, Yajur Veda and Atharva Veda. But Rig Veda is our oldest Veda, which includes 1028 hymns which are called as suktas. Rig Veda is which gives us ancient knowledge. It is written in the old Sanskrit or Vedic Sanskrit language. With the help of Rig Veda, we get information about the political, social, economical and religious life of Aryas. Aryas means a people of Hindu. Historians and archaeological studies Vedas along with the relics to know about the history. Through the Rig Veda we get lot of information about ancient time. Some of these hymns of Rig Veda are in a dialogue form. There are the reference of life of common man in Rig Veda. There are the reference of political institutions like Gana, Sabha and Samiti. So here they give us the political life. Sabha was a smaller institution as compared as Samiti. Here the head of the state sat in it and they discussed important issues of the state and gave justice to the people. And the Samiti was an elaborate body that elect the king. And here king took all the decisions. Army chief and priest were appointed to assist the king. One of the work of king was Gaveshna. What is mean by Gaveshna? Which means a war. They took decisions of war. From Rig Veda we get reference of battle between 10 kings on the bank of river Ravi. Now Rig Veda provides us information about the social life of Aryas. One of the unit of society was family, and the family system here they discuss about the joint family, means the ancient people they live in a joint families. Society was not divided into caste and the races, so all were equal in the society. There was no discrimination of high and low status. Women had high status in the society. Now you saw discrimination is there in the society, but in ancient time women had high status in the society. So feminism was there and women were considered as co-workers, and their presence in yagna was essential, which is compulsory. They could also study, among them Apala, Lopamudra, Ghosh, etc. created in Richas of Rigveda. Here, girl got married only when they are getting adult, only were adults. Mention of worshipping of nature, they believe in God, is found in the Rigveda. The worshipping of Indra, Varun, Agni, Surya Dev, etc. is mentioned in Rigveda. There is a mention of Usha as the goddess of morning and Aditi as the goddess of evening. Yeah, they mention this 2 times as a Aditi and Usha. So cows and horse and bulls have been discussed as many places in Rigveda. They discuss about the different cattle. As compared to other animals, horse have been mentioned more times in the Rigveda, which indicates the importance of animals in their life. It was a common among the tribals to fight for animal, and property was mainly decided on the basis of number of cattle. Yeah, according to the cattle, they give importance to the people. Animal husbandry was done collectively, agriculture was secondary in the early state of Rigvedic age. So here, through this chapter, we will discuss about the different ancient towns, like if we talk about Kalibangal, Lothal, Harappa, ancient cities, and at last we will discuss about our ancient text through the Rigveda. I hope you understand this chapter. Thank you.